Hey guys, this is gonna be a guide to beat the game mode, a series of tasks in the most efficient way possible. So your first step would be, you just go in, you play the stage piano one time, to get a hang of it and see how everything goes and how everything looks. After that you can see if you can beat the stage piano 5. If you can, wonderful, beat it a few times. If you can't beat this stage, go back to piano 1 and farm this a little bit. Because every time you beat one of these stages, you will get your hands onto the resource branches. And you need branches to unlock some things for a skill tree. So here, in this part, branching paths, you can see, here, some skill trees, right? So you're gonna earn yourself the branches by beating the stages. And the nodes that you aim for here is everything that increases your attack, your damage, right? Those are the nodes that you aim for, and you will have to invest some branches into here to unlock your skill tree further. After you have invested enough branches into this starting moment, you will unlock Building Charter and Song of Guidance. You go into these, you aim to unlock the nodes that increase your damage. Same here, you go in here and you unlock the nodes that increase your damage. Once you have invested enough branches into these 3 trees, you will unlock the key tree that we are aiming for here, which is what is illuminated. And you go into this tree, and you just want to unlock the very first node here, as this is our key node. This is where we do all of this. It unlocks Incantation Symphony, Incantation Resonance, and additional catalysts and artifacts. Quick note onto what Symphony is, because this is a key to success here. It leads to a ridiculously high stat boost for your entire team once you have casted 3 incantations of the same type. And again, this is the key to success. This is what you want to unlock first. This is the first step you want to do in order to successfully beat a series of tasks. Let's go back to the stages and figure out in what order to beat them. So you want to beat this piano 5 stage. This unlocks the forte stages, and you want to beat forte 5 here. Just once, to unlock fortissimo 1. And this is going to be the stage that you will grind until you have unlocked all the rewards. The rewards are actually not too shabby, and there are a bunch of them. You can see here all these rewards, they are pretty decent, so it is actually not useless to grind this event here a little bit. Furthermore though, you will have to choose first of all a catalyst once you start a match. And we have just unlocked the catalyst that we want to use, the best catalyst in a series of tasks, and that is the Wisdom of Unison, this one right here. So what it does is, I will explain things further in just a second, right? But what this catalyst does is, you gain access to one of the best artifacts in the game, which is Alicorn, and you will make it so that you only drop discs of the Symphony type. You also increase your incantation draw limit by 3, and you boost your Symphony bonuses even further, right? So Wisdom of Unison is the catalyst that you always want to go for. This is the best catalyst here. Now you will gain your hands onto a bunch of different artifacts. In fact, there are 6 different types of artifacts, but we only aim for 3, which are weapons, medications, and discs. Let's go over each and every one of them and see what we exactly aim for. For weapons, there are 3 weapons that we're gonna aim for. First of all, it's Alicorn. We get this anyways for free because we choose the perfect catalyst. But what we wanna aim for to find in our journey is the Antique Sickle and the Serpent Arrow. These items increase your damage by, yeah, like nothing else. Those are the best items in the game, the best weapons in the game to increase your damage output. And damage output is all you need. Like defensive stuff doesn't matter in this mode at all. You just want to deal as much damage as possible. And yeah, by choosing these weapons and the correct catalyst, that is exactly what we aim for. And this is the best way to go about it, as I said. But we also want to get our hands onto medications. Let's take a look at what medications exactly. There are 2 medications we mainly aim for, which is the Belladonna juice, as this increases, it ranks up our incantations. That is perfect for our main DPS, and yeah, this is the best juice. We always want to get our hands onto this one. As well as Pristine Moonstone powder, because this recovers our stimulus. More onto what stimulus is once we actually attend a run and see how everything looks there, and explain things further once we're in the run. But those are the 2 medications you aim for mostly. Always see that you get your hands onto 2 medications, yeah, as fast as you possibly can, right? The weapons though have priority, but yeah, get your hands onto 2 medications anyways, and these 2 that I just mentioned are the best. There's more. We also will get our hands onto different discs. So let's take a look as to what discs are the best. The best disc in the game is this one right here, Symphony Ritual, because Symphony Ritual gives us stacks of unsparing, which increases our damage further, and damage again is the only thing that matters in this mode. So this is the best disc. Now the second disc depends on whenever you use Lucy in your team or not. If you use Lucy in your team, you aim for this one, Dynamo Ritual, because it gives you dynamos. That is what increases Lucy's damage, and this is what Lucy wants. If you do not play Lucy in your team, you aim for Ceremonious Ritual, because it grants Moxie to your characters. Simple as that. So you always go for the green disc, Symphony Ritual, no matter what. If you play Lucy, you add the yellow disc on top of the green one, and if you don't play Lucy, you add the red disc on top of the green one. Same goes for these ritual drives here. You aim for green, always for green, as this gives you unsparring. If you play Lucy, you aim for yellow. If you don't play Lucy, you aim for red. And that's about it. Those are all the things you want to get your hands on to make sure you have the best build possible in a series of Dusks. Now we know everything that we need to know, and it's time to start and go for a run, right? See how things look in action and explain everything even further. Here, the gifts from the marrow. It doesn't matter what you take here at all. I would recommend you take 2 random discs and a common medication already with you. Because remember, we want to get our hands onto 2 medications as fast as possible. And the discs, they don't take up much space in our inventory, and since we only get our hands onto Symphony discs, it's probably the best to take those.
Battery check.
But in the end, it doesn't matter. So yeah, my team consists all around Lucy. I take Lucy, and I build a solid support foundation around her with 2 fairy and 6. And I have my backup DPS with 37.
I belong to this set.
And that's what you want to do, right? You want to bring a main DPS and yeah, support him as much and as best as you possibly can. We get the Moonstone powder that recovers 5 stimulus. Good, that is already pretty solid. Syntony ritual drive, Syntony ritual, yeah, see?
Piano.
Since we only get our hands onto Syntony discs, we take 2 random discs to begin with, and yeah, it's already clutch. So what path you gonna take here is also pretty irrelevant. Yeah, you should always take the path that leads you to a shop. Wait, let me show you what all these signs actually mean. You see, the spider is a standard battle. The snake is a tough battle, quote unquote tough. They call it a dangerous battle. The steps and the door is a discovery. There's just a random thing will happen. The hand with the coin is shopping time. That is usually what you aim for. You aim for these shops. You always take the path that leads you to a shop to then get the chance of buying the weapons that you want, right? They don't always appear, it's random, but you aim for the shop and pray that you find the weapon that you need there. Then we have a treasure, that's a reward event at the treasure chests. Then we have a rest site. This is also something here, this lantern with the fire inside. That is also something you can always aim for, as this decreases the amount of stress that your characters are currently under. Although, again, this is pretty irrelevant because our characters will never be under any stress to begin with. But to be safe, it's good to go for those, right? And then you have the area boss, and that's pretty much about it. So point is, aim for the path that leads you to a shop. This is right here, so we're gonna follow this path. Easy as that. Doesn't matter in the first map, as yeah, we don't have enough money to buy anything anyways. And there's also a thing for a random event where you have to pay 500 gold to be able to dodge a battle, but more onto that when it's time. So yeah, if you see 3 things here that they're all bad, nothing is what you want. You take whatever would increase your damage the most, right? There's nothing that increases my damage here, so I mean, it doesn't really matter. You can go for anything you want. I go for this one here because it gives me more coins. That is not too bad at the beginning, right? The other 2 are just completely useless. This one is also useless, but at least it gives me some coins. Then here you have 2 options to choose from. Either a random character gets stress -10 and something may happen, or you obtain a random rare artifact and something might happen. Yeah, of course, our characters, as I said, will never be under any stress to begin with, and especially at the beginning it doesn't matter, so I take the artifact. It gives us ceremonious, that doesn't matter for my team whatsoever. Here, 3 options. All companions lose 99% HP, but you obtain a random epic artifact. No, absolutely not. Yeah, you can't lose 99% of your HP. That's a little bit too crazy there. All companions get stress +15, you gain a random artifact, or a random gets to the maximum and you gain an artifact. I don't want to do any of those, but I'm forced to. So I take an epic artifact for stress +15 on all my characters. Yeah, it's completely useless.
That
That was an interesting experience.
Since now I don't have any coins, so I don't need to shop, and my characters just got stressed out a little bit, I go for the rest side. All your companions recover HP and 20 stimulus and get stress -10. Yeah, that's exactly what I would need right now, so I will take this. Yeah, you can check your characters right here. You see the 5. That is stress, and once a character gets too stressed out, he will leave the party. This happens at like 40 or 50 stress, don't quote me on this, but it will never happen in the first place, so you don't have to worry about that too much there. Here's our inventory. Yeah, you can see we already got our hands onto this alicorn. It gives an damage bonus increase to our entire party, and it increases the permanent damage bonus from Symphony, which is perfect. Then we have this gives us Ceremonious, and you can see on the top left here it's a Curio and Ritual artifact. What does that mean? Now if you see it has 2 slots, right? You can slot discs into this thing, and if you look at the disc, this disc says when inserted into a Symphony artifact, it slightly enhances the artifact. So it gives you more stacks of unsparing is what that means. So when you see this, right? When inserted into a Symphony artifact, then you go take a look at your artifacts and see if there is Symphony artifacts. This one isn't, this is Curio and Ritual. Take a look at the other, this is Weapon and Symphony. So I take the disc and slap it into my Symphony artifact. Easy as that. You don't have to worry too much about this. This is just a little bit of min-maxing going on. During a battle, if I have another medication, I would increase this artifact. I can't do that yet though, so more onto that later. Yeah, keep it sorted. This squirrel is completely useless, so we can trade this for a random other artifact later. More on that when it's time, and this is also completely useless. Yeah, keep your inventory sorted out a little bit to not lose track of anything that you actually have. And now it's time to battle. The battles here are absolutely no problem. There's just one battle that could prove to be quite tricky, but I'll explain everything when we actually hit the battle.
Are you seeking the service?
And now, I belong to this set.
Program activated.
So you can see here, instead of our melody that we normally have, we have our catalyst right here. So when triggering any type of incantation Symphony for the round, further increases the Symphony level by 1. Our max level is Symphony on level 3. The more often we use this, the more levels we can increase our Symphony and therefore our damage output. And we can generate 2 rank 1 precast incantations for target ally. So we already have Moonstone Powder, which is our medication. That gives our medication. This gives us an incantation that recovers 5 stimulus. We can use this by using our catalyst to give us 2 precast incantations for a target ally, because we can use this stimulus for free as we have the medication that recovers our stimulus. And remember, to get your hands onto Symphony, you need to cast 3 incantations of the same type. So 3 attack, 3 buff, 3 debuff incantations, you know? You always want to go full damage, you always want to use all incantations with your main DPS, you want to go damage, damage, damage. Nothing else here matters but damage. And yeah, after every battle you get a little bit of gold and you can choose artifacts here. So you see Moonstone Powder and Symphony Original is what we want. Since we already have a medication and we always aim for 2, and this is exactly the medication that we are looking for. No, it's actually not. No, it's actually not the medication that we are looking for. So yeah, sorry about that. In this case, we go for the Symphony Ritual, which is our discs. And yeah, remember also what I said earlier, the things that we aim for. And we have something called Summon Claymore Cap. You see every single character of mine here at the top has points. Like Druvis has 4 points, Eternity has 4 points, Sonetto has 2 points, and we have a limit of points that we are not allowed to exceed. Pretty irrelevant, but yeah, just so you know.
That was a good fight.
So yeah, once every now and then you hit an area like this here. So you just click on these things and see obtain a random rare or higher quality voltaic artifact after obtaining 4 artifacts in the next area. Nothing too special, nothing that we want, nothing that we need, you know. Max stimulus plus 50 after recovering 50 stimulus in the next area. We also don't want that. Obtain 2 coins after collecting 4. No, that is also not something that we want. You can usually ignore these things here, except for this one. Because here you can trade an artifact for a random artifact. This is usually what you want to go for. And you trade in something that is useless for you to see if you maybe get something that is useful. So I don't need this scroll at all, it's completely garbage. So I reroll this, see what I get. I get this: the higher the stress of an ally, the more damage it deals. Yeah, pretty shit, nothing that we need. So now you have traded something that you don't want for something random. If that happens to be also something that you don't want, you can just trade it again, you know. I will this time choose this. This is even more useless. And I get this. Yeah, again, you know everything that we aim for. And if we don't get something that we aim for, that means it's pretty useless.
Let's move on.
Yeah, and then you just keep going like that. Yeah, again, you wanna aim for the rest sites and the shops. There's nothing here, so since we get gold after finishing a battle and access to more artifacts, we aim for as many fights as we possibly can. So we either go for these 2 snakes on the bottom or the 2 spiders. Yeah, let's go for the snakes, as those are harder battles and therefore have better rewards. And that's how you choose your path, right? Then you read this: encounter a hard battle, no. For gold, we don't want that. Lose 30 gold, you may encounter them later. No, we don't want that. Lose 30 stimulus, the next, no. Okay, so we don't want any of those. But, so what is the most beneficial here? We get this 150 gold, and that's what we take then. Those things are always random, right? Just, yeah, you will see what's the most beneficial. Go for that.
Dental checker.
And yeah, same. We have 50 stimulus. We create incantations for our main DPS. Since this is said to be a tough battle, we can even go and increase our Symphony level further. Then we use our created incantation through our medications to recover some stimulus. And yeah, remember, always go full on, full damage, go nuts. Don't go for any shenanigans here. Just full on blast, full damage.
Faraday's miracle.
And yet the most important thing is to use 3 incantations of the same type, like 3 attack
They are much
incantations every single turn to keep your Symphony
That was easy.
at max level. Yeah, and if you follow all these steps, then shouldn't prove to be any issue here.
My duty lies with you.
Charging. Loading. Charging. Loading. Eliminate target. Aim and shoot. The light that illuminates all.
Yeah, since I already have the medication that lets me recover stimulus, you don't get that every time. So in case you wouldn't have it, then yeah, be a little bit careful as to how to use your stimulus.
That
Doesn't
was a
matter
good fight.
too much, but yeah, look that you don't want to run out, you know. You can see your artifact when it's shiny. You can use additional boosts here, unlock additional boosts here. You always want to go for anything that gives you the most amount of damage possible. You see character max HP plus 12 or character critical rate plus 10. We go for the damage. Always go for the damage.
Fine by me.
And yeah, for the notes, go for the fights, go for the rest sites, and go for the shop.
Dental checker.
Charging. Loading. Charging. Loading. Eliminate target. Aim and shoot. Faraday's miracle. Target confirmed. Shell. Damage.
Yeah, you can see Symphony level was a level 4, right? And yeah, you want to keep it that way always by simply
Charging.
using 3
Loading.
incantations of the same time every
Charging.
single turn. There we go. See, 3 attacks, attack incantations, and 4.
The light that illuminates.
Symphony level 3. Since I didn't use my catalyst this time, yeah, it cannot go higher than level 3.
Aim
If you
and
want
shoot.
to have it higher than level 3, you have to use the
Faraday's
ability of
miracle.
your artifact, which costs you 9 stimulus. Yeah, I'm right now at 36 stimulus, so yeah, I will keep it at that for now. I will just
Circuit
keep going
functioning
nuts with my
properly.
main DPS, and that
Charging.
should be the end of
Loading.
the battle.
I, robot, child of science.
Relax. It could be found.
Charging.
Given that. Breathe.
Yeah, you always carry your remaining health into the next subsequent stages, so yeah, make sure you are at full HP all the time. Make sure you heal enough to make that the case. Here, yeah, nothing that we want, so we go for the unsparing stacks. I talked about this already. Yeah, sometimes you are allowed to recruit more characters. Like the first thing you want to do here is unlock your second
That
healer,
was a
but
good
really
fight.
it does not matter. So, but just in case. Here we can upgrade our catalyst again. Resonant artifacts no longer drop. Abandoned artifacts no longer drop. Both of these things are completely irrelevant, so we take whatever. Unless, yeah, if something doesn't increase your damage, it's useless. That's pretty much the rule of thumb here. Then yeah, you have these towers. Do not deal with them. Just end the encounter and move on. Don't waste any time here now. This is a shop. So what we want to aim for here is the sickle and the arrow. Nothing else matters. And you can have a refresh button here. See, for 50 gold you can refresh the page. Every time you refresh the page it becomes more and more expensive. See that by refreshing you never drop below 500 gold. I have 750 gold, as you can see up here, so I can refresh a few times and see if I get my desired items. No, nothing we want. Let's refresh one more time, and again, nothing of interests. You can buy the key of the dead, because that will unlock a better option later. I will show you when it's time, but yeah, I won't do this. So yeah, I don't want to drop below 500 gold, and I don't want to refresh for 100 one more time, so I will just exit and move on. You do this every time, right? Just to gamble and see if you can get your hands on your desired items. Easy as that. And you can see the Lime Up Clamor cap right here on the top. 16 out of 21. So what you can do now is you can add another character by these plus signs down here. You want to add those for characters that you don't want to use their ultimate abilities for. So in my case, that would be Tooth Fairy. I don't care about her ultimate, right? So I can choose another character that I already unlocked and see if there is a more useful ultimate for me here to pick than Tooth Fairies. And that's what I want to go for. For me, that all of that stuff doesn't matter, right? Because I have Lucy. But for you, you have maybe other characters at your disposal. Maybe you don't use Lucy. And yeah, this might help you out a little bit there. But again, this is nothing you have to really worry about. I just want to mention it for the sake of completion.
Loading. Charging. Loading. Charging. Eliminate target. Target confirmed. Aim and shoot. The light that illuminates all.
Stay balanced.
Yeah, and you can see I took a tiny little bit of damage. So, and this battle will end right now. So before that happens, I would heal. Yeah, I have a 2-star incantation for here. I use that just to make sure I move on into the next battles with full health, right? Doesn't matter in my case, but better be safe than sorry is always what I say.
Charging. Loading.
Breathe.
Eliminate target. Target confirmed. Faraday's miracle.
Oh, this guy actually dodges everything and the battle doesn't end. I mean, alright.
Circuits functioning loading. Charging.
It could be found.
I, Robot, Child of Science.
Victory secure.
Yeah, and as you can see, like with this setup that we have, the damage that we deal is just absolutely ridiculous, you know. So I take a quick glance, nothing that I need. So here's an artifact that gives me dynamo, and I could also go for the unsparring here. After taking an action, gain dynamo. For each stack of dynamo held, gain damage taken reduction. Useless. I want damage, right? We always want damage, damage, damage. So we take the unsparring hits. I just noticed we can actually take 2 here. At the start of the round, a random character gains Moxie. Yeah, this is more beneficial than this, so I take these 2. Always aim for the damage though. And yeah, here choose the characters that you have at your disposal that have the best ultimate.
What on earth is going on?
Yeah, this screen again, you check like what is available to you here, what's going on here. Obtain 150 after losing, no need to waste further time. Go here, not interested. A bell will appear in the next area upon completion, gain hash music box. This is not an item that we aim for, so we just move on. And again, we trade something useless for maybe something better. Something that we don't want. What would be this? Higher stress of an ally. This, we don't want this, so we gamble it. We don't want this either, so we gamble it one more time. Nope. Not what we want, but you know, you keep doing this. Sometimes you obtain exactly what you want and then you are happy.
Are you certain you want to take that route?
Let's see, when a character deals non-stronger affiliates damage bonus plus 10, character stronger affiliates damage factor dealt by 10. Yeah, I mean, go for whatever you think is better, right? I think this one here is a little bit more consistent, so I take this. Yeah, for the path, like these bird cages here, they, if I'm not mistaken, they heal you. But again, you aim for the shop and for the rest sides. You have nothing, so yeah, go for whatever path has the most battles. Once in the middle. The upper path has 2 battles. But it also contains this random crap, which you want to avoid, right? You never want to run into these random things. So yeah, let me take the middle path actually.
Program activated. Loading. Charging. Loading. Charging. Eliminate target. Circuits functioning. Loading. Charging. Loading. I, robot, child of science.
And yeah, this is pretty much the mode. This is all there is to it. There's really nothing else to explain anymore here. Yeah, see, all useless. You see unsparing, so you take unsparing. And this is how it always goes. Go for the most amount of battles. which would be this path. This is a discovery, you have a choice of things. Yeah, this is it. You see, engage in an extremely hard battle, win to obtain 1 epic artifact and 300 coins. You usually don't want to deal with this at all. I mean, you could to increase your chance of getting what you want, right? Get that psyche that increases your damage and so on and so forth, but usually, like, don't waste your time and just pay the 500 gold to move on. I hope this doesn't happen again. No, this is something different. Something may happen, something may happen.
That was an
Random
interesting
character gets
experience.
stress plus 10, doesn't matter. What do we have here? Gain 30 catalyst essence, never need that. Lose 20 miasma. Will appear in independent game 1 artifact. Nah, just gain the catalyst essence. Cause that's at least not a downside. It's not an upside either, it's completely useless, but there you go. Yeah, check your inventory from time to time. Yeah, these things sort them out by themselves, so. Yeah, fill in your discs, but nothing really matters yet.
Program activated. Charging. Loading. Charging. Loading. Faraday's Miracle. Eliminate target.
Victory secure.
Yeah, here's the shop again. We can now re-roll again if we don't get what we want. Nope. I would like to showcase you the Psyche, but I don't think I will get my hands on it. Belly of the Galaxy. No, let's refresh one more time. The Belladonna juice is something we could buy. So yeah, we want it. That's an item we are looking for, so let's
Time for
buy
some
it.
shopping.
Never forget to upgrade your artifact for damage. Rare or higher Symphony artifact. Everything decent not already obtained. Yeah, let's take this, see what we get. Useless. But I can show you something in the item in our inventory. So you can see if you, if you read one of those juices here, if a medication is within range, generate one more incantation. So you see, if you click on a juice, it shows you here the range. These blue fields. This indicates what the range is. So if you put another juice into these blue fields, then the extra effect will come into place, which in this case, as you can read again, if a medication is within range, we generate one more incantation. So these blue fields are the range. Now we take another medication and move it into the range and unlock this effect. Same here, if a medication is within range, generates one more incantation. So now we get 4 instead of 2 incantations every time. You will see this in battle.
Who ate beans?
There we go. We have now 4 instead of 2. And yeah, the belladonna juice is actually something we were looking for because it's really, really good. So first of all, let's use all our artifact stimulus. Because we have now 2 of those that recover 5 stimulus. That is 10 in total. Always want to do that. And now with the belladonna juice, we can increase the rank of our incantations for our main DPS thanks to obtaining belladonna juice. That lasts for 2 rounds, so we only need to use 1. We do this on Lucy. Next round, all of her incantations get ranked up by 1.
Loading. Charging. Loading. Charging. Eliminate target. Aim and shoot. The light that illuminates all. Target confirmed. Loading. Charging. Loading.
Given that.
Eliminate target.
Yeah, you could see, because we used the effect of our artifact last turn, we increased our Symphony to level 6 and we did a tremendously high amount of damage there. And yeah, we get another Symphony Ritual Drive, which gives us unsparing stacks. That's what we want. And the other things are completely useless. So we take whatever.
Lorelei, why is she hiding there?
And yeah, every time we are here, we check these other guys, what they would give us. It's mostly useless. Sometimes there is something decent in there which you could go for, but we are mainly here to trade our artifacts, gamble our artifacts. Something that you don't want, which is this, for example, gamble it. Black potion, reduce damage, not what we want. So we gamble something else one more time. These shoes here. Yeah, again, we get kinda unlucky in this run, but it is what it is sometimes.
Let's move on.
Yeah, since our allies took a little bit of damage and are not full health, we will aim for that bird cage there.
That was an interesting experience.
Duty lies with you.
Oh, we now got another medication. What's this? Inflict venom on a target and inflicts 5. Yeah, see, it's another like free real estate that we can just use every turn. This, we use these 2. We increase the rank of our Lucy's incantations.
Charging.
And we
Loading.
go completely
Charging.
nuts
Loading.
with using only attack incantations
The light that
for our
illuminates.
Symphony.
Aim and shoot. Eliminate target. Target confirmed.
Troubles on.
Circuits functioning properly. Loading. Charging.
It could be found.
I, Robot, Child of Science. Aim and shoot. Faraday's Miracle.
Victory secure.
That was a good fight.
So now let's see what the birdcage actually does. This spell the next. Engage in fog related events? No. Engage in stress related events? No. All, yeah, see, this birdcage is only used to, in case you need healing. Which, yeah, that was useless. I should have chosen the bottom path, because I would engage in more fights and get more gold. But it really does not matter. So you can see here again, reality defense compared to crit, you take crit because you always go for damage.
Duty lies with you.
Charging. Loading. Charging. Loading. Eliminate target. The light that illuminates all. Target confirmed. Barrage. Shell. Damage.
Oh yeah, and we can see that we didn't deal too much damage this round, so we want to use our artifact to increase our Symphony level even further to deal even more damage. That's what our stimulus is for, and yeah, we want to use it.
Circuits functioning properly. Loading. Charging.
Oh, we got really unlucky here, as we didn't draw into any incantations for Lucy. That's pretty devastating, but yeah, not a big deal.
Robot. Child of
It's just unfortunate.
Eliminate target. Target confirmed.
I smell the scent of mint now.
Yeah, as we didn't use 3 attack incantations this turn, we didn't even get our Symphony to begin with, which is terrible. But I mean, yeah, sometimes this run is incredibly unlucky. So you can see again, no incantation for Lucy whatsoever. Like, the way I'm getting unlucky here is absolutely ridiculous. But yeah, this is how it is sometimes, right? Nothing we can do about that.
Loading. Charging.
So this time make sure we use at least 3 attack incantations, so
It could be
there we
found.
go.
Faraday's Miracle. Aim and shoot.
Oh, there's a bubble. Come back to me. Huh? Stop.
And you can also see if I use 3 attack incantations, my Symphony level only gets to level 2, But I want to have it at level 3 at least, so using 4 attack incantations is pretty key. But again, not a single incantation for Lucy. Like, wow.
Circuits function loading. Charging.
Given that.
I, robot, child of science. The light that illuminates all. Barrage.
Form is a bubble.
Loading.
It could be found. Given that. It could be found.
Faraday's miracle.
Form is a bubble. Uh-huh. Intersect and divide. Victory? Okay.
That was a good fight.
Yeah, here always go for the medication, right? Needless to say. I've already mentioned that multiple times by now. Yeah, if this appears this sudden disaster, it just means this fight is a little bit more tough than usual. Yeah, if you have 4 medications, you want to sort them like I just did.
Dental checker.
I have another medication and I already know what that one is. That gives me a huge shield for one character. I usually use this on 37 because she's the most frail in my team. Yeah, regenerate the stimulus, buff up,
Loading.
and use
Charging.
4
Loading.
attack incantations right there for Syntony.
Target confirmed. The light that illuminates all. Barrage.
And I know already that this fight has 2 stages, so I saved my artifact usage for the second phase. There we go. Maybe I don't even need it and obliterate it right here. This one has 3 stages? Oh, okay.
Charging. Loading.
Given that. It could be found.
Target confirmed. Faraday's miracle. And now
A victory worth remembering.
Yeah, increase our catalyst, choose an artifact to discard, applied stress -10. Guide artifacts no longer drop. Guide artifacts no longer drop is good, is better at least. Because we don't want guide artifacts, right? We want weapons and stuff, so yeah, having something that doesn't drop anymore that we don't need is beneficial. Grant the wish, whatever that means. And yeah, gamble the artifacts. It's always the same story in these towns. Just remember, gamble stuff you don't want, because you might get stuff that you want.
That's good. The storm is coming.
Yeah, this is the
There's
final
not much
path.
time left.
Nothing special to see here. There is a shop though. We want to definitely aim for the shop to maybe finally find the weapon that we want. Yeah, this life insurance policy, property insurance, completely useless. Take the coins.
That was an interesting experience.
And now pray. Nope. Singed mirror, no, nothing there it seems. Yeah, now we can go all in and refresh to maybe find our psyche. Night guide. Yeah, we can. I don't think if we refresh now we won't even have enough money anymore for the psyche. These key items that we are looking for, they cost a little bit over 300, by the way. But yeah, no luck. Yeah, see, 320, that would also be the cost that the psyche has, like something around that. It's pretty good information to keep in mind. And yeah, also again, like, don't forget that you can assign your characters here to gain access to their ultimates, if that's something that you would want. But yeah, for me this is useless, so I won't do it.
Who ate beans?
Charging. Loading. Charging. Loading. Eliminate target. Barrage. Aim and shoot. And now to retreat.
That was a good fight.
Program activated. Loading. Charging. Loading. Charging. The light that illuminates all. Target confirmed. Aim and shoot. And now to
Yeah, you might have noticed by now that
Understood.
whenever we use our artifact to increase our Syntony levels beyond level 3, our damage is absolutely ridiculous.
Who ate beans?
charging. Loading. Charging. Loading. Faraday's miracle. Target confirmed. Eliminate target. Barrage. Charging. Loading. Charging.
Given that.
Target confirmed. The light that illuminates all. Aim and shoot.
Uh-huh.
They are much naughtier than the Foundation's kids.
Oh yeah, and about the stress, like you can check every time here in this menu and you see all my characters have stress 0. But it's because I obliterate the stages and the fights so fast that my characters just never get stressed. So this rest site is kinda useless, but it still provides heal and stimulus. So pretty good to go here. And even if you don't need heal or stimulus, whatever, you can still obtain yourselves 2 random discs, which is always good. So yeah, definitely these rest sites are definitely something you should always aim for. And now this is gonna be the last fight here. Unfortunately, that was such an unlucky run and I couldn't showcase the weapons that I wanted to showcase. But I mean, you still saw everything. And yeah, you know everything that is important. And you saw how everything looked now. So you should be totally fine with all that information that I give you. That is like everything you need to know and more.
Make sure you're fully prepared.
Who ate beans?
And you never need to worry about this fight. This fight is a walk in the park. We have already fought more scary fights here.
Loading. Charging. Loading. Charging. Faraday's Miracle. Barrage. Eliminate target. Aim and shoot. Under attack. Loading. Charging. Loading. Charging. Faraday's Miracle. Target confirmed. The light that illuminates all. Eliminate target. Under attack. Circuits functioning properly. Loading. Charging.
Isn't that?
I, Robot, Child of Science. They are much naughtier than the Foundation.
Yeah, and that was all about it, right? That is a series of Dusk for you. You now know where weapons to aim for, what medications you need, you saw everything in battle, and that's about it, guys. I hope that was informative and fun. If you like Reverse 1999 content in general, please consider leaving a follow on my channel, I would really appreciate it. But until next time, take care of yourselves, have a great day, and bye bye.